Hi guys, my name is Ashley Martinez and today we're going to be talking about how to conduct a writing conference for forming and editing a first draft. So let's go ahead and begin with the introductory comments. One of the concerns that a teacher has about teaching a writing conference is honestly how effective can they be in improving the skills of the writer? And there have obviously been successful, mediocre, and unsuccessful conferences, but what sets them apart from each other? That is the question that we're looking to answer in today's lesson plan. So McCarthy wrote that successful conferences occurred when tutors built on students' self-evaluations and expertise, while less successful conferences occurred when tutors took over the conferences and told students what to do. So instead of guiding the student into direction, the teacher just taught them, this is the problem in the writing and this is how you fix it. So this would then make the student dependent upon the teacher for success, whereas the goal of a successful writing conference is to teach a student to critically analyze and evaluate their work independently. This lesson will seek to teach key concepts to aid in this process. Even though this first writing activity is from a separate article, it relates back to the 7 types of writing prompts that are most effective for building writing skills. And so some would argue that these 7 approaches have yielded richer composing experiences as well as improved written products. Because the writing conference's goal is not to patch up a writing wound for the present student's paper's needs, but to cultivate an environment where writing skills are strengthened over time and effort. So these writing conferences do not necessarily need to focus mainly on the assignments that they are working on at the present. They need to just cultivate a pattern of training skills within the students so that when they are presented with new writing assignments in their regular classes, they have the skills necessary to succeed in that writing. And so the slide after this video will provide those 7 writing prompts that are recommended to help with aiding in skills building for writing. The activity that I chose was one such example, and it happened to be the second example for mutual revisions over free writing prompts, which is idea prompts, which are timed activities. So as you'll see in the video, even though you only see clips, you will see how it'll be a guided conversation and a timed writing prompt as well. This activity is based off of a writing conference study done by Beth Goley. She wrote an outlining response sheet for the narrative rough draft as well as the narrative paragraph assignment prompt. And the rough draft is simply designed to help the student organize their thoughts before they begin the initial rough draft writing process. And the prompt was designed specifically to help a student think critically as well as form outlining processes within a writing conference setting. You will find the prompt as well as the outline in the slides to come. Just keep in mind that while you're viewing these things, just pause the video, read the prompt, and really take a look at the outline before continuing on into the video. So, one of the things that I would like to point out before we begin is that while we were doing the rough draft portion before we did the actual writing of the essay, we needed help with forming the topic sentence, and so we worked on answering key questions with the reporter's questions: who, what, where, when, why, and how, and the question for so what. So why is it significant? And so that definitely was used to create an effective topic sentence, as well as creating the full body of the paper. So. We're going to go ahead and begin with activity 2. This is Nikki. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask her questions, and based on, her initial ideas about her writing and her paper that she just wrote, she'll answer her questions and honestly, and give her opinion on what she thinks she did and how she did as well. So, what is your confidence level about what you've written?
Out of a scale of what?
That's a good question. I guess the regular 1 through 10. What do you think your confidence level was?
Probably medium. 5, 6.
Okay. So 5, 6. Why do you think that your confidence level is 5 or 6?
I never write really anything, so It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yes.
So what do you think was the hardest portion for you?
Hardest portion for me was choosing a topic to write on, and then just starting in general.
So just finding that idea.
Yeah.
Okay. What areas do you think needs attention? Like when you go over and you edit it, when we get there, what do you think needs the most attention?
Probably my sentence structure.
Why do you think that's the case?
A lot of times I have a hard time putting my thoughts into like words. So, yeah.
So you mean creating those details from
that
main idea?
Yeah. Just knowing what's the most important thing to say, like, and not having like 1,000 ideas come out.
Okay. And having it in order, maybe?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Then yeah, that does make sense. Okay. Out of the 4 options, which one do you think, other than the sentence structure that you had stated, would be the most challenging for you? Organization, mechanics, style, or content? Because I know with the sentences, that's definitely organization.
Yes, organization probably is the most difficult.
It's probably the biggest. Because I think I saw your punctuation. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead. So let's go on to the third section, selecting appropriate revisions. So now we're definitely going into that latter part where we're transitioning from analyzing your first draft to moving into, let's begin thinking about how we're going to revise that draft. And let's go ahead and move on to activity 3. And this is the peer review of main points. So we will be reading each other's story to each other. Once the individual has read it to the other person, then that person has 15 seconds to basically state what those main points would be.
My dad didn't have much time to teach my siblings and I valuable lessons growing up. However, I will never forget the time he helped me to understand empathy. My 3rd grade class was spending the afternoon before Valentine's Day making cards for everyone in our class. I made one for each of my friends, my crushes, and my random acquaintances throughout the school. My friends and I carefully crafted beautiful lacy hearts for almost everyone except Nick. Nick was the smelly kid in class. Everyone has a kid like Nick in their class, the obnoxious one, in tattered, filthy clothes. And since none of us girls wanted him around, we all agreed not to make him a card.
You have 15 seconds to mention the main points and begin. The main points are: it was Valentine's Day.
Yes.
everyone had decided not to make Valentine's cards for Nick. Nick was in foster care. You did not know that. Your dad, however, lived a similar life to Nick and found out that you did not give him blast.
Okay, 15 seconds.
You have 15 seconds. And begin.
Okay, lazy Saturday. Can't decide what to do. Binge watching shows. Can't decide what to eat. Banter about Seinfeld. Getting dressed. Going to the store. Ramen snacks.
What? You did way better than I did. Oh my gosh, she has a gift. Okay, so this just gives you guys a holistic view of what a writing conference can look like when you're creative enough to create a dynamic of dialogue between the teacher and the student. It doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be tense. The teacher has the ability to create an environment for the student where they feel creative and they feel interactive with the material that they've just made. And I hope that you've enjoyed my video. Bye!